So,
but basically, my brain is like a whole nother dimension. As in, my brain is a whole nother world yet to be discovered.
It was more of a behavior thing all the time, right? I mean,
from the beginning, from kindergarten.
Really probably preschool.
Maybe preschool, but you don't know because they're just being kids, you know. So a lot of it was like real normal stuff that everyone we knew was going through. You know, we didn't think it was anything out of the ordinary. But then when he went to elementary school, it was a little bit more about control. So he wanted to be in control and didn't want people controlling him.
Had trouble following directions.
Kind of wanted to be in his own mind most of the time and not doing everything that everybody else was doing. Would refuse to go sit on the carpet, you know, the carpets that everybody has. I'm so glad that third grade has no carpets.
if you look at kindergarten, first grade, second grade,
he didn't go a full day of school from kindergarten.
Pretty much.
Because he was sent home every day, yeah.
We couldn't understand why he couldn't make it through a school day without getting in trouble or without getting sent home, or you know, it was to the point where we would celebrate if he could make it a week.
Well, the
That's
summer
right.
of last year was our first formal diagnosis of autism. We've seen anxiety, ADHD, depression, all those forms of that is a conglomeration of why he's on the spectrum. Because ADHD is severe, so that puts him on the Asperger's side of things. Wilson's in school here, which is a small environment. It's been epic because he's never missed a day for behavior, ever.
Never been sent home.
Never been sent home once.
Max's whole neurological system is different. He cannot digest his food the way other people do. He cannot tolerate touch the way other people do. He cannot sleep the way other people do. There's like, the list goes on and on. There's nothing about Max that is the same neurologically as his brother. And we're the same parents, you know, they were raised exactly the same. They look a lot alike, but neurologically they are not the same. And I think when organizations and well-meaning people try to look for a cure, it's very hurtful, because a cure, I don't want to cure Max of anything. Max is just Max. So what I brought with me that I thought was really indicative of Max, as far as the sensory stuff goes, when he has too much overwhelming input, he needs positive input. And I made him a sensory blanket. Having something in his hands that is his to control kind of makes the pain go away. And I use the word pain because I think it's something that us, when we're neurotypical, we really don't get it. When they're having a meltdown, it actually is physically painful to them. It's not just like, I'm so sick of you all, go away, everything's annoying. It's actual pain. They have so much sensory input into their nervous systems, and it's like an electrical storm inside their heads. And he needs something to settle it down and help it go away.
If there's anything else you guys feel you need to say, shut it out.
You know, I think that it's not like you have to totally change the way that you think or the way that you run things to make it work with somebody on the spectrum, but you have to know what battles are worth fighting. Because if you try to pick all the battles that you normally would with a neurotypical child, it's just going to be a nightmare, and it's going to be a fight, and where you're going to butt heads all the time. So you have to know what battles to pick, you know, or to fight, and then sometimes you just have to